सर आपका कंफर्ट पे क्लोज
नहीं करिए बाद में ये ना कहना कि सर धमकी दे के गए थे। तब इस केस में मैं क्यों ये बात बता रहा हूँ, अब ये सपोज मेरा होस्ट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम करप्ट हो गया, व्हाट विल हैपन, ये जो 80-90 ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है ये भी चले जाएंगे, बिकॉज ये किस पे डिपेंडेंट है, जो सबसे पहले माई होस्ट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम विंडो चलता है, उसके बाद मेरे पास एक सॉफ्टवेयर है VMware वर्कस्टेशन आई एम यूजिंग, इन दैट सॉफ्टवेयर आई हैव इंस्टॉल्ड ऑल दीस थिंग्स, if my host system is not booting then what will happen, all these are gone, wahi example. So always perform the test in these sandboxes, keep the host operating system minimal say what will happen, aapka attack surface will also reduce, the more software you are going to install, more vulnerabilities you are creating on your system. So I always keep my host operating system lightweight. Whatever I have to do, I do in these virtual machines. This even today's whole experiment, what I have done, I am using, and yesterday 3 different machines were there. If evening you are going to say, please sir teach this concept, I will power on 2 different machines. For different, that means whole one sophisticated set of labs is available on my laptop. So I have to keep my host operating system minimal so that is not going to get corrupt. Is this clear? So now again let us move to that our pivot scenario. So now we are going to perform first of all 3 to 4 different tasks. Please write down the task that we are going to perform. The first task, I want that this system means 172.24.0.11 system, it should not be able to access any services on this. Any services means it should not be able to telnet, SSH and ping or that. This is the first task that we are going to perform. But the problem is, this will be able to access. And this will be able to access. So first task was single system we want to control. Second, आप 1-2 लाइनें छोड़ देना and then just write down the second task. We want the whole network. We want that 1131. If there is 21 system, that means whole network. I want that 172.24.0.0 network. It should not be able to access any services on this. First, we are stopping one system. Second, what we want? Whole network. Whole network means we will specify that any IP address which will start with 172.24, please block the access. Whether it is 11.31, even if somebody is doing IP spoofing, if they are changing the address, again it will. That means second is we want to block whole network. Is this clear? But the problem is, this one will be able to access. Third task. Sometimes I call this as a Sanjeevani Bhutti rule. Why we will see why that means I want the whole world, they should be stopped from accessing this system. We will see where this scenario is required. Third means we want the whole world to stop accessing this one system. कितने टास्क हो गए? 3, 4 एक और लिख लेते हैं, then we will perform. Now these were too much restrictive. What we did? We said that they should not be able to access telnet, SSH, web server. अगर आपने पार्क बनाया है तो किस लिए बनाया होगा? लोग आए. Same way, if you have created the website, what is the purpose of website if you are not allowing the access to the web server? That means sometimes you are not interested in that much restriction. So fourth rule will be, we want that this system, 11 system, should not be able to telnet into this system. Telnet ना use कर पाए. SSH, web, FTP, ping. अब आपने प्लीज ध्यान रखना, I will be sitting here. In which direction should I apply the rule? आप लोगों ने डिसाइड कर सकता है. चलो फर्स्ट रूल पे आते हैं. What was the first rule? I am sitting here.
11 should not access.
11 should not be able to access any of these services.
Yes.
So which should be the direction? Input, output or forward?
Inputs.
जो लोग लेट आए हैं तभी मैं कह रहा था, फिर मैं एक बारी प्लीज इन फायरवॉल टाइप ऑफ फायरवॉल इज इंपॉर्टेंट. फिल्टर, नेट और मैंगल. सेकंड इज डायरेक्शन. इन विच डायरेक्शन? अगर मैंने पिस्टल है तो मैं अपनी तरफ करूंगा कि आप लोगों की तरफ? हाँ, सुसाइड करना दैट इज डिफरेंट. मोस्टली इट विल बी ऑन. हालांकि फिल्मों में देखते हैं वो उल्टा चल जाती है, बट दैट इज सेपरेट थिंग. बट प्लीज डायरेक्शन. So input, when the traffic is coming towards the firewall, that is input direction. Please remember thing. And if the traffic is rating from this and it is going out, that is output direction.
Yes.
And if the traffic is just passing through the firewall, that comes under your forward. Now again, so please, now first rule, I want that this should not be able to access this, any of this service. So what should be the direction? Input. Once you have mastered the direction, that means 50% already you are a firewall administrator. So let us write the rule. So I will go to the firewall. I will increase the font size. So please remember, Linux is case sensitive. If I am typing something in small, that means it is small. If it is in caps, now first off, we have to specify which type of firewall we want to use. So in our case, we are filtering the traffic. So I am specifying type of firewall is filter. Let me write the rule, then I will explain. Visible?
Yes.
Please write down this rule. I am telling that IP table is our firewall's name. Then we are saying type of firewall. Whether it is filter, mangle or NAT. If it is NAT, we will specify the NAT. If it is filter, we have specified the filter, and if it is going to be mangle, we will specify. Then, in which direction? We are saying A mean add. Add the rule. Rule mean instructions. Now, GNU people, they have given the instruction to the security guards. Which person to allow, which person not to allow. If their admin is going to instruct that please allow everybody, they will not check anything. But if they have put certain restriction, then according to law, if they are going to say next time please do not allow Vipin Gupta to enter into GNU, वो कभी बंदूकों की बात करता है, कभी फ्लोर को गिराने की बात करता है, so please do not allow. So what they will check? They will check the ICART. Accordingly, they will allow or not. Add the rule in which direction? Input direction. And out of those 6 things, we are saying where the source address is. What is the source address? 172, 24, 0.11. J mean jump. What action you want to perform? We are saying please drop the traffic. Is this clear?
Jump means?
Jump mean action. Which action you perform? J mean jump. Jump mean which action you want to perform. अब जैसे मेरा नाम विपिन रख दिया, I never know क्यों रखा है घर वालों ने, विपिन का क्या मीनिंग है, ठीक है? J mean they say that jump. Jump mean आपको समझाने के लिए बोल रहा हूँ कि क्या टारगेट आप क्या करना है, एक्सेप्ट करना है कि आपने क्या करना है, what to do. J that means this is the action. J denotes the action. They could have used the term A, but A already, so J just says कि what you want to do. So they choose the character J, jump, and we want to say we want to drop the traffic. अब कैसे टेस्ट करेंगे? How we are going to test? We will go to the
That machine.
this system, 11 system,
IP
and so we will first ping.
ping.
Control C, I am cancelling. What it is saying? 4 packet transmitted,
Yes, sir.
0 received. And what about telnet? It will not work.
Trying.
Second was SSH will not work. And third, fourth was our E-links. And fourth was our FTP. That means none of our services are working. Now I am going towards this system, 31 system.
It should allow.
So in our case, what is the address of this system? 31.
31.
Now please tell me whether this is going to work or not.
Yes. It will work.
It is simple.
31.
Is this okay? And other services will also work. I'm not showing web server will work. So this was the first case. Here what we were doing, we were restricting only single address. Mean you are only restricting Vipin Gupta, only one person. Now what is the second case?
Any network on the 170.
Yes, not any network,
Any system.
one particular network we are specifying.
Exactly.
But before that I have to delete this instruction. So what is the command for deleting? A mean add, D mean
Draw.
like I have first given the sparring, now I have taken back. Rule, we specify to the security guard, please do not allow Vipin Gupta. But then we withdraw that. No, please. No longer. It is clear? A for adding the rule instruction.
So this is for blocking all network.
No, which one for thing that?
No, blocking all
Services.
services on one
Say
network.
one system.
If we want to block any particular service,
We were coming towards this. So second task क्या था हमारा? What was second task?
Whole network.
Whole network.
Able to access routing file.
So in my case, please write down this rule. I am saying again, filter. In which direction?
Input.
Input direction. Now I am specifying that network. What is the meaning of 16?
0 to 16.
Zero to
No.
Whole
Basically, there are two ways to represent the network. One is using that 255, 255, 255 and 0, 2 times 255 or 1 5. Or you can use the CIDR notation. 16 means the mask is 255, 255. That means what we are talking about? We are talking about this network. ये क्लियर है कि नहीं?
Yes.
मीन होल नेटवर्क. नाउ कैसे टेस्ट करेंगे? तो हमने लैब इसी ढंग से बनाई है. नाउ वी हैव गॉट टू सिस्टम्स आर अवेलेबल.
11, 31.
11 and 31.
सो अब हम सारे नहीं करके देखेंगे. सो ओके, लेट अस ट्राई. दिस विल नॉट वर्क. नाउ वी विल गो इनटू व्हिच सिस्टम?
11.
31.
Not work.
But let us go to the this system.
This should work.
What is the IP address? Let me show you. This was the IP address.
192.
Now, telnet 172.
Okay.
Working. So is this okay? So this was the second solution. Now I want to,
Delete.
in real life ऐसा नहीं होगा, you are going to run rule, then you will delete second rule. There could be thousands of rules. Here for understanding purpose, we are just creating one rule and deleting the then deleting the rule and then creating the second rule. Is this clear? Now I am coming towards the third rule.
We want to block
Suppose
all.
how many gates JNU is having? Entrance gate?
2 gates.
4. Okay. For example, I just want to give. Now JNU has got 4 gates available. Now suppose JNU has come under the attack from certain outside persons. That means they want to attack the JNU. At that time, what we will decide? We will we will conduct some meeting, which gate to close, which gate to keep open, or what the instruction would be. Please close immediately all the gates. बाद में meeting conduct करेंगे.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, what will happen? If we are going to take time, those person will be able to enter into. So now, if your network is under attack, like I was giving the example Pune Bank, hacker were able to steal 99 crore rupees from that bank, and for 2 whole days they did not knew about that attack. अगर ये the rule that now I am going to write, अगर single rule चला दिया होता, they could have saved those amount. थोड़ा बहुत मेरे को दे देते 1%. Okay. So we are going to write the third rule. So I am clearing this rule. And surprisingly, this rule is very simple. What I am saying?
Any input coming to the.
I am not specifying any address.
Yes.
Now neither that network 11 or that 24 network, neither 192,
Any.
nobody will be able to. Once we have stopped the attack, then slowly and slowly we are going to open. मैं show नहीं कर रहा हूँ, mean it will not work. So please remember, you want to stop single address, like single person Vipin Gupta, that was one type of rule. Now secondly, you are so much dissatisfied with my lectures and you want to know where I belong. I belong to one small town called Mocha in Punjab. So next time JNU people are instructing, please do not allow anybody from Mocha to enter JNU. So here in second rule, what we were specifying? We were specifying 172.24 network. And third case, we are so much afraid. We are saying, please do not allow anybody. So when you are under attack, we always say, this is Sanjeevani Butti rule, mean it is going to save you. Because end May, in 99 crore hack, I think they might have sacked that admin. And when that in Ames that ransomware attack happened, I'm certain it is in I think public domain. Those 2 admins, they lost their job because health records you are not able to save and no backup was there. So lot of things. So please remember that this rule is very powerful. So now what we are going to do? I'm just going to delete this rule. Now, the fourth type of task. What was the fourth task?
System will able to not use the telnet service.
Yes. Again, let me diagrammatically. Now, the fourth rule that we are going to discuss, that is very important rule. And admin's 50% life revolves around this rule. That means we need to understand this rule properly, because 50% of the time and admin's time will be spent in writing these type of rules only. Now what we want? We want that this should not be able to
Use telnet.
telnet. This again, the direction is going to be
Input.
input. Is this clear? That means earlier we were too much restrictive. We did not allow any service to be available to those systems. Now we want only telnet should be blocked. So we are going to write the rule. So where I am going to write the rule? Again in firewall system. So I am going to say IP tables. Then type of firewall is again filter. Filter. Then again in which direction? Once you have understood those things, the commands are just like English type of commands. Then here let me first write I will explain, just write down the rule. प्लीज घबराइए ना, आप फाइबर यूज करोगे तो कंपनी के ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के 20 से 40 लाख भी तो बचाओगे ना. So you have to remember. So let me make you understand this rule. I am saying again IP table. Type of firewall is filter. A mean add the rule. In again in input action. Now this is very important. Now we know that certain ports comes under TCP protocol. Some are under UDP, like DNS. That is UDP. TFTP server. Once we were discussing FTP server. That is TCP based traffic. Mean reliable, connection oriented, acknowledgement be there. Seconds are unreliable but very fast. So DNS is one example. One is TFTP server. Whenever you have to configure Cisco devices, there we use this TFTP server type of thing. But here, which port we want to block? Telnet. Now please remember, each and every service has got certain port available. Just like Dr. Karan Singh, they have got one separate room. I do not know their room number, but vice chancellors are also will be having one unique. That means each and every person almost here they have got separate room available. Same way, when we talk about servers, each and every server has got at least one room allocated to them. We are not going to call room, we are going to call them as a port. So what is the port that has been allocated through the telnet server? 23. So what we are saying? Ki please, protocol is TCP, then source address is minus please D port, because on firewall which port we want to block? Telnet. Telnet's port is 23. And what about SSH? What is the port used by SSH? 22.
22.
Okay. Web server. Every day you are using
80.
80. Only 80.
88.
HTTPS.
Yes, yes. Please. बैंक वाले क्या कहते हैं? What they bank people tell? HTTP or HTTPS? What is the port of HTTPS? 443. That means if I have to block the web server 80 plus 443, but here we are only interested in blocking which port? 23. And action again drop. Now what we will do? कैसे टेस्ट करें? So we will go there. So now please tell me whether this will work or not. It will not. Huh? Which address it is?
One.
No. On which system we are sitting?
Client 11.
11. And what rule we have written?
11 cannot access telnet.
11 cannot telnet.
Yes.
So it is fine.
Yes.
Now what about this?
ये एक्सेस करेगा
It will work.
Because it is so अब अगर आप बता दोगे तो then that mean काफी हद तक your fundamentals are clear. Please I will show first the IP address. I am now sitting on which address?
31.
31. Now be careful. Access allowed or not?
Yes, sir.
Allowed.
वही 33% वाला rule, 33% yes, 30 no, 33% diplomatic.
Yes.
What rule we have written?
Only for the
11 system should not able to access talent. Now which system it is?
31.
It will access.
Yes, sir.
So practically check कर लेते. Is this working? Yes. Now I'm just going to write one rule. Now
Yes, yes. This is going to stop.
telnet will not work,
Yes.
SSH will not work.
Both will not work.
Okay, let us test. Now telnet is not working, SSH. That means when we write the rule immediately that get activated. But what about this?
30.
Let me
Yes, this will work.
why?
Do not stop this.
No rule for this.
Is this clear?
Yes.
But let us. Now suppose in the evening at 5:30 one new server is coming up. The name of that server is VPN server. And you want to stop that server. Now what you are going to ask? What will be your first question? On which port this server works? Suppose 420. Then what you are going to write here?
420.
Only.
Yeah, 420.
So let me go there. I will go there. So what we are going to write? Only
D port.
420.
420.
So why the firewall is considered supreme security? Because it is going to stop each and every type of service. Now, when we have to protect Punjab, we call Punjab police, although how much they protect, that is second issue. Then for industry, we have got CISF is there, for Prime Minister and other SPG. That means for each and every we have got special forces are there for border security force. But there is one force which is all in one army. That is the supreme security. Sometimes we use them for the internal security also. So same way, firewall is considered the supreme security because there is no service which it cannot control. And it is very fast because it is not looking into the data. It is just looking at those 6 vectors. So each and every organization, I have not seen any organization which have not deployed the firewall. So each and every organization, whether it is small or big, what they are doing? They are using the firewall. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Now suppose I have written 400 rules and I want to delete those rules. Now earlier what I was doing? Minus D. That means if I have got 400 rules, then I need to remember those 400 commands. Then replace that A with the
D.
that will be very less. So we want certain commands for managing that. So we have got one command available, IP tables list. What is the command? Sorry, spelling mistake. IP tables. What did he say? IP tables. But if you are going to carefully look, it is not showing the IP address, it is showing the names. But sometimes when we display the name, output is very slow because it has to contact the DNS server, then it will display the information. So sometimes this is not the recommended command that we use. We specify minus n. Minus n means no DNS.
No name.
Please do not display the name on ports instead of 23 it might be showing telnet type of thing, SSH, but sometimes we are not interested. We are interested in port number. Instead of computer names, what we are interested? We are interested in the IP addresses, and we want the output to be fast. So you can always say IP tables minus list minus n. Minus n means no DNS. Now suppose I have written 1000 rules and I am going to run this command. That means I am rebooting the system. All the 1000 rules that I have written, they will be gone. That means whatever rule I was writing instruction, one is I am giving the instruction verbally to security guards. Sometimes if the instructions are tough or controversial, what they demand? They will demand the instruction in written.
Script banana.
So here also, once we have written the rule and we are satisfied with the rule and we want to make them permanent, so please remember which command we have to use. Service IP. अब क्रिप्टो करेंसी में लगाते हो पैसे तो क्या याद रखना है आपने? सारे लगाते हैं, बोलता कोई नहीं है. हाँ. You have to remember that recovery keys plus whatever private key is there of your account. Cryptocurrency people. So here also, once we have written the rules, we want to save those rules. And what is the command? Service IP table.
Save.
Now these rules are permanent. But again we were discussing how to delete those rules. So now if we are going to check, rules are still, but now I want to delete all the rules. We are saying IP table flush. Flush means
Plus.
delete all the. sometimes in Linux lot of security mechanisms are there, and those security mechanisms are so powerful. That means if you want to even do normal type of work, because of so much security, you will not be able to perform certain works. So normally, what instruction we give, we always say, please first run this command, IP table flush. That means indirectly we are disabling the firewall. So this flush command, what is it going to do? It will remove those rules. How we are going to check?
Run and
Now, is there any rule? But अगर reboot करूँगा, what will happen? Again वापस आ जाएंगे वो rule. So when you are adding the rule or deleting the remove, always run this command. Which command? ये क्लियर है? बट ये बस एक ही प्रॉब्लम है, ये जो कंसेप्ट हम यूज कर रहे हैं, एवरीथिंग व्हाट वी आर डूइंग वी हैव टू टाइप द कमांड्स. दैट 20 lakh rupees product, they have got nice GUI and they are charging for that. But please remember, these text modes are much powerful. And certain new technologies are coming. I do not know how many of you are aware. How many of you have heard about Docker and Kubernetes? You have heard about any other? I'm not going to ask the questions.
yes, sir.
That means already 30% IT industry is running on those technologies, Docker and Kubernetes. Everything you have to do in text mode. Everything. So here also, why the people, those 70%, because they are not comfortable with GUI. And if you are in a government organization, what you will get by saving the money of a organization? So mostly it is on easy solutions. So they prefer GUI type of thing, but they can always use certain organization. I think IIT Mumbai is one where they use this text based, but I am not. But 10 years back they were using. Now I am not certain whether which firewall they are using, but they were one who are using these IP text. But now I am not certain. But many companies they are using. Now it is clear. Now we are coming towards the fifth task.
4 tasks, sir.
कैसे?
4 tasks. Only 4 tasks.
4 task पहले हो गया, fifth task पे आ रहे हैं.
No,
Yes. Now I am going to tell which fifth task we are going to perform. 4 tasks we have already done. Now from this system, I want that this system should not be able to ping to this system. And please remember, if you are going to stop the ping command, almost 99% hacking will get stopped. Why? Because most of the hacking tool, the first hacking tool they use hacker, they scan your systems by using ping sweep type of command. That means they want to check whether the system is alive or not. That means it is power or not. And if ping is disabled, that tool, what will that tool deduct? No, this system is not on. So mostly the system, the admin, they always keep that ping type of thing disabled. But in the networking terms, this is sometimes a controversial rule also. So when I am going to teach you how to stop this ICMP, it will test your networking fundamentals also. How it is going to test your networking fundamentals, we will see. So now our task is, what is the task? I want this system should not be able to,
pin the right.
should not be able. Again, our direction is input. So let us write the rule. I'm coming. So already we do not have any rules available. The rules are clear. Now again what I will give, IP tables. Type is again filter. And in which direction?
Input.
Input direction.
FIL.
Oh, इसमें मतलब सारे जाग रहे हैं. Is this okay?
Yes. Input.
Input. Now protocol. Ping comes under which protocol? Yes. IC. And what is the source address?
11. 0.11.
And now my next question is, on which port ping works? Ping कौन से port पे काम करती है? On which port ping works? आपने B.Tech का हर एक जगह नेटवर्किंग सब्जेक्ट ये हो. On which port? Anybody?
Google कर रहा है.
Google नहीं करना है. Please remember, even chat GPT 10 to 15% time they are also wrong.
Yes.
Especially on the latest concept that I was talking, Docker Kubernetes plus subnetting in IP addresses. Mostly the answers are wrong. So what is your answer? ICMP works on which port? ICMP is a messenger protocol. It is not a server. So it does not have any port. Please. Server के port होते हैं. Telnet server. It has got the port. SS server, web server, FTP server. They have got the. ICMP is not a server. Ping is not a server. It is a messenger protocol. So it does not have any port, so we do not need to specify any port.
Google क्यों कर रहा है?
Is this clear? Have you written down the rule?
Yes, sir.
Now कैसे टेस्ट करें? 11 system we will go and we will ping. So I will go to the 11 system. So I will say and what it is saying, how many packets sent, 8 packet transmitted, your min ping is not working. Now my question is, now when we teach networking, what we say, please take two physical systems, or these days we call take two virtual machine, or if we want to be in current time, we will say take two containers. Okay, let us say, we used to say take two systems, give them IP addresses, then run ping command. If ping command is running, they are in networking. If the ping command is not running, they are not in networking. Now in our case, ping command is. Now my question is, telnet will work or not? Simple question, eh?
Not work.
Not work.
Not work.
वर्क करेगा. आपने रूल हटा दिया था.
हैं?
नहीं
अब वो वाले तो रूल हटा दिए थे, अब पिंग नहीं काम कर रहा है. Now telnet is going to work or not?
सर्वर
करेगा सर्वर है.
सर्वर से
कितने लोग हैं कि वो खाद करे कर दीजिए प्लीज.
करेगा सर्वर से तो
और जो नहीं वाले हैं वो वाले, इस बार तो 33% से भी ज्यादा हो गए डिप्लोमेटिक पर्सन्स. क्लियर कट होना चाहिए आपके ओपिनियन, यस और नो. ठीक है, इट शुड नॉट बी यस कभी हाँ कभी ना. दैट शुड नॉट बी दैट. So let us check. Please, firewall does not work on the emotions. कि पिंग नहीं काम कर रही है.
सर्वर से तो नेट चाहिए.
It works on real logic. Have we blocked the telnet?
No.
No. We have only blocked the
Ping.
ping. So telnet will work. So that the thing we teach, that is not correct. If ping is not working, that means they are not. You can say mostly they are not in networking, but you cannot with certainty that they are not. So please remember, if you are pinging some organization and that ping is not working, that does not mean that you cannot access their other services.
सर ये भी तो रीजन हो सकता है क्योंकि पिंग के लिए हमको नेटवर्क की जरूरत पड़ती है और टेलनेट तो हम रिमोट एक्सेस के लिए करते हैं.
नहीं, टेलनेट के लिए भी ये होगा. अगर सपोज मेरे को किसी को गालियां निकालनी है, मेरे को फोन तो फिर भी कॉल करनी पड़ेगी. Whether it is ping or telnet or any protocol, we need networking.
रिमोट एक्सेस
के लिए भी है. Yes, we need networking.
तो टेलनेट कैसे?
अगर मेरे को किसी से कॉल करनी है, फोन नंबर चाहिए.
तो फिर जब पिंग के जरिए हमको पता चल गया कि नेटवर्क नहीं काम कर रहा है तो टेलनेट
तो
कैसे
टेलनेट
नहीं,
कैसे काम
पिंग
करेगा?
की सेपरेट प्रोटोकॉल मीन फायरवॉल डिस्टिंग्विश करती है कि ये
पोर्ट पे
पिंग
जाना है
ट्रैफिक
वो।
को ब्लॉक किया तो इट विल ओनली
पोर्ट
ब्लॉक
पे
द
जाना
पिंग
है।
ट्रैफिक. बिकॉज हर एक के लिए, अब जैसे जेएनयू में उन्होंने बोला कि अगर इंस्ट्रक्शन हुई है कि इफ आई एम कमिंग टू दिस रूम 101, प्लीज अलाउ विपिन गुप्ता. इफ विपिन गुप्ता इज ट्राइंग टू रीच VC's ऑफिस, प्लीज ब्लॉक दैट पर्सन. ऑलवेज वी कैन गिव दिस टाइप ऑफ इंस्ट्रक्शन. कई बार ये होता है कि you are allowed to go to this area, but you are not allowed to go into this area. Same organization. In this also, on that system, we are saying that you cannot do the ping. That is the beauty of the firewall. That means you can restrict on the basis of which should be allowed, which should not be allowed. Up to this point, okay. अभी हमने सब कुछ किस डायरेक्शन में किया है?
हाँ, लेके आए. हाँ,
Now,
कंप्यूटर में बैठो.
हम इसको रिमूव कर देते हैं. अब हमने कितने टास्क कर लिए हैं? 5, 6 टास्क की तरफ मैं आ रहा हूं. एंड अगेन यू हैव टू टेल मी इन विच डायरेक्शन शुड आई अप्लाई द रूल. Now, from this system, now I will try to ping to this system. पहले करके देखते हैं. That means from this system, I will try to ping to this system. So ping is one simple command. So okay, let's run this command. Is this clear? It is pinging. Now my 6th task is I do not want that this system should be able to ping to this system. मैं क्या करना चाहता हूँ? What I want? This system should not be able to ping to this system, and I am sitting here. What should be the direction?
Output.
फिर देखिए.
पहले इनपुट जा रहा है.
Input.
पहले